All right, folks, well, why don't we take a break from the rig downstairs really quick to make good on that promise of making the new tool that we wanted. Now, I need to set up a node room, and for that I can use the blood wands that I have here. I have two, one for home and one for the other. But I wanted to show this really cool Vintium wand process just to show you how it makes it. I actually think if I were to go back and do it all again, I would use these Vintium wands from ours first. Now, if we just go ahead and pull out one of these wands and use my Ender Rift focus, you can see that I've got an essence bag in here. Now, I've actually been doing a bunch of essence building off camera. And as you can see, I've got a whole bunch of essence. I accidentally made too many air essences, but everything else I got the right number of, including pure essences. So I can actually go ahead and just build, I think I have pretty much everything I need to just build the wands that we want. So specifically, we want to make a witchwood staff core. Now, to make that, we need two witchwood rods. Pretty much everything here is easy to get, so we just need to grab a witchwood log. We need the elemental essences. We need arcane essences, which we've got two of. It's only moderate, so we shouldn't have any problems there. And of course, we need some moonstone, two of those, and some sunstone, two of those. Which there isn't a ton of more use except for spells of sunstone because I finally finished my sunstone block caps. So this is a maximum altar. There's no upgrades we can do anymore. This is as good as it gets. We can make different materials, but other than that, that's as good as it gets. It's the best it's ever going to get. Right, so let's just start. Oh, we didn't order up our witchwood log, so let's go ahead and get that. Just one of these will suffice. Actually, we'll need two, huh? These can't be lost. Now, I may run out of... The instability is moderate, it says. And the actual cost of things is... where is it? Here is pretty low, so I'm not too worried about running out of any of these aspects. I have tons of these things to be saving up for another build. This is ultimately not going to be our wand proper. This is going to be basically our focus tool, so that we can use the focuses, and the reason we're choosing it is because it replenishes focuses quickly. Now, it looks like I accidentally didn't order the sunstone. So here I am babbling away and not actually ordering what I need. Okay, there we go. So let me go ahead and lay out all the components that we need for this, because we're just basically going to be laying out a ton of stuff. All right, so let's go ahead and start. I think I have everything I need. I've double-checked and checked. So let's go ahead and launch this. And really, it's not a terribly expensive recipe, so we should be good on this front. And we're just going to go ahead and make two of these. Now, I'm pretty sure that we're not going to have any problems making these. Our altar has... Ouch. Did we just lose... in essence? I think we might have. Let me go ahead and toss that back on there. Oh, nope, nope, nope. Things are not going well. Things are not going well, guys. Gotta get that moonstone on there. Okay, there we go. I think we've managed to recover. Whew. Just when I say I think we'll be fine, it literally blows up and pops something off the thing. That's classic. Classic Thaumcraft. We're going to have to improve this altar and make it a little bit more reliable, I guess. That'll have to be something for an upcoming episode. Oh, this popped off too, huh? Let's go ahead and get that back on there. And... that took more essence than we were hoping, I think, but it should be okay. There we go. So we've finally got one of these. Let me go ahead and set up and I'll make another one of these. Okay, well, we've got a second one, but once again, I'm pretty sure that something must be broken underneath my altar because things are just not going well here. We're getting increasing problems with even moderate flux recipes. So I'm going to have to hold off larger tasks until I'm sure I can fix this. But we do want to, at the very least, make this staff. So let's go ahead and make the staff and make the caps for it, because that's certainly something we want to do. Let me grab one of these, and we run over to our table. And now I'll have to clean off the flux before we make the caps, naturally. But this will at least let us make a staff, a witchwood staff. And it's really quite inexpensive overall, although I'm surprised at the amount of flux we're getting. Alright, well, let me clean up this big fluxy mess, and then we'll work on making the caps, which should be even easier than the other things. Boy, this is a real mess. Alright folks, well, I was cleaning up the flux and I went ahead and made a couple things, and wouldn't you know it, my recording crashed. So let me just tell you what you missed. I went ahead and made the witchwood staff core, and it was easy. Now, I also made the Vintium caps. That was just more infusion. It's not particularly exciting. There were no more big surprises. It just worked. And I went to go and put down the Witchwood Staff Core, and I saw, lo and behold, that it's going to cost us 144 or 110 with our wand discounts to make this. And I was stymied. I was like, that's terrible. I wonder what the heck was going to happen. And so I was all set to make another Witchwood wand core, and in fact, I did. And I recorded that just in frustration, but then it crashed and I lost that segment. But that's fine because I noticed something really interesting. Do you notice that some of these wand focuses have the word frugal on them, right? Normally that's not supposed to work. However, I did find this Ender Rift, just by pure chance because I use this a fair amount. When I toss this in, like so, it works. So this manages to get us below the 100 cap that we need to actually build it. So we're going to build a Witchwood staff. I'm not sure exactly why this is the case. Honestly, I don't understand why this one alone seems to work, but this particular focus allows us to use the frugal enchantment. So we're going to have to remember that going forward and use it for our subsequent enchantments. Basically, this is the best focus to use for enchantment, the Ender Rift focus. So let's make our Vinti Embossed Witchwood staff as we set out to do. This is our first staff too, so that's pretty exciting. Yay! It looks pretty good on me. Check out that staff. Like, now, this has a really nice property. If we sit here and we just hold down Shift, you'll see that it charges up really quite fast. Also, it's fantastically efficient, especially for a mage of our level. Look at my mana bar. It essentially doesn't change. We can type in AMUI CFG, and that turns on this. We could turn on options and say, show mana burnout bars. Numeric, yes. And you can see that effectively, even though this thing is charging up, so let's go ahead and close that out. Even though this is charging up, we effectively don't, our regeneration rate naturally is so high that we effectively don't get hit by this at all. Now, that means that we can do stuff like use this here, right? And not really worry. Let's go down and show you something really quick before we go back to the other build. There's a secret project we're working on, this big long tunnel. And now we can just tear right through, and this thing regenerates mana so fast, or I'm sorry, essence so fast, that it's pretty much just free for us to cast most of the focuses. Now, of course, some of them are not quite that's not quite true, like some of these more expensive ones. Like if we do that, then we definitely see that that's going to do things, right? But, you know, yeah, it's cool. And now, of course, we look like cool mages when we select our telekinesis focus, and we're like, brrr, brrr, brrr. All right, enough playing around. Let's go back to our other build and get that done. All right, folks, so I have wired up the system. And basically, the system's going to continuously be getting a supply of coal. And you can see, oh, no, 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 no. Okay, that's not cool. Please don't die, little guy. Please don't die. Can we save you? Shoot. Okay, he lived. Hopefully he'll regenerate. We're going to need to replace that lava pretty fast. Why don't we do that right now? Because we have a bunch of Nitor in the system, so we can fix that. Let's just run over and do that. Now, I'm going to go over here and request it out of this, because I finally figured out, after a lot of work, what the bug is in my logistics pipe system that's causing it to fail so much. And it's very subtle. I was going to just fix it, but then I thought, well, maybe I should show everybody. Let's quickly go ahead and grab a Nitor. And we're going to send this into the system, because what it felt like was that I was requesting things, then they just go away. And I wouldn't lose them, but they wouldn't end up where I wanted them to be. And it seemed like some routes were much more, you see, like here, I didn't get my Nitor yet, even though I saw it whiz by. So let's just request a bunch, and it seems like if I request more, let's see, so you see we've got 7 Nitor right now, and we still haven't gotten it. Where'd the Nitor go? So let's go ahead and request more Nitor. Let's see if we can get at least one to come to us. And let's also hope that our golem has not burnt to death. Hey, little dude, are you healing? Yeah, you've healed up. So fortunately, you do. All right, now we've got some Nitor. Let's just fix this little issue here. Oh, boy. Just totally crazy. Can't believe that this is what we're dealing with here. Okay. Okay, there you go. As you can see, we have a Nitor underneath there. Now nothing's in danger. The system is basically just going to keep shoving torches into this. And it'll just keep going pretty much forever, which is great. It's exactly what we want. As you can see, we've got an awful lot of stuff slowly backfilling. Eventually, the system will get stuffed, and it will stop melting down the new items that we're tossing in there. So, perfect, right? Exactly what we want. Let's see if it works, though. How about if we request a Nitor? Actually, let me fix my problem first. So I figured out what it was. I was looking around, I was like, why isn't this working? And then I noticed, there's a pipe junction there that's unregulated. That's odd. Well, it turns out that earlier when I was emptying out my default route chest, I told you I made in the ME system the default route. I put this up here, not really realizing that there was actually a facade there. So there's a facade there. Anyways, with that gone, we should still have the correct route. Everything should work just fine, except for that we need that one bridge. So we do actually have to put that pipe back. But yeah, without a facade there, sup, Bebop cheater, we need to, there we go, connect all this up back together. And now we should be able to reliably request things. So let's go ahead and request a Nitor. And we'll go ahead and say we want a craft only. Let's hop down here so we can actually see it in action. Yeah. Nitor. With that, folks, I think we've probably gone a little bit over time for one episode. Next time we'll continue this off, but the fact that we can make Nitor is pretty freaking cool. So as you can see, everything goes in there. We toss in the stuff that we need. Did we actually request the Nitor? Yeah, we've already got it. So let's go ahead and say craft. Let's make 2 Nitors so that we know requesting it out. So now you can see the crafting request is coming in. In goes the glowstone. The system fills up with what it needs because it can. That gets tossed in. And in a moment, we should have another Nitor. And now without pesky lossage. So really cool. Now we got 3. So you can see we have automated and made perpetual Thaumcraft. Now it relies on having a semi-infinite supply of coal, but it doesn't waste very much coal at all. And we generate so much coal that it just doesn't matter. And we're also going to have a really hefty supply of this essentia over in here, which could be useful at some point in the future. It turns out that if we just sort of distribute these throughout our base and use something called a magic mirror from Thaumcraft, we can actually use these for infusion. So we don't even necessarily, if I could upgrade this to a better jar, we don't even necessarily need to haul these up for infusion. We can just distribute magic mirrors all over the place and suck the essentia right out if we need to. With that, folks, thank you very much for watching. I'm sorry that my recording schedule has been so irregular lately. It just has been. We'll just have to deal with it. But in upcoming things, we're going to do a few other things. We're going to work on improving ourselves. We're going to kill the next person on my hit list. In fact, let's go ahead. We've got this pretty much on hold. Pretty much we know what we're doing with necromancy. So now we're going to say Ender Guardian. Target. And destroy. We're going to get ourselves some Ender Boots. Thank you very much for watching, folks. Please like and subscribe and let me know what you're thinking. And if you enjoyed my little piece with Strife, it seemed like a lot of people did, let him know because maybe we can do some more stuff. Bye.